happening? I'm actually driving something. This, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging this. You can see so much better being up higher. I agree with Eric. And it's definitely rougher, definitely much rougher, but we are in untilled soil here, so it's gonna be rough no matter what. Oh guys, it's been a rough last 24 hours around here. So the brand new two 8R 370s, both were broken last night. Well, the one's been down for 5 days, and they've got mother deers involved now trying to make the thing know that it has DEF on it, which, it's long story short, it's broken. It's going to be broke a long time, and we need to spray. So guess what tractor we're using to try to rig up to hook up to a sprayer? I'll give you a hint. It's a planting tractor. So what time is it, like 1? Brody got going about 12:30 with his tractor. We robbed parts off the second tractor that's been down for like 5 days to get him going. What happened to his tractor was some little booster, electric driven booster pump went out that unlocks the parking brake and also does something with the steering. So that went down last night around 8 o'clock. So we all got a good night's sleep. But as far as efficiency goes, this is bad. This is bad. I didn't think it was too critical until now. It's been this long, and the corn that has needs 28% sprayed on it is out of the ground, and you can't spray fertilizer on standing corn, or at least baby corn, because it burns all the leaves off. And
really, any standing weeds or anything, it will burn.
Yeah.
I think I'm too short. Chet, I'm too short. There we go.
So this is gone from something that thought it was going to be a quick fix to a very bad long fix. That's why we're hooking this up, because the diggers are sitting in the field right now waiting for this sprayer to spray Sonaland on black bean ground before the diggers. So it went from okay, well, we'll get a rental tractor to we need it in 5 minutes.
Let's go see if we can't break a boom.
Yeah, so we had to pull all the harnesses out of the other cab, put in here to make this work, because it is what it is. We have 2 plugs that I don't know what do, but we'll see if it works. I'll guess it won't. Think of the capacity you could have.
I know.
Look at that, another 1,000 gallons. You could have 3,400 gallons. What do you think, Toby? Are you glad we only have 500 acres left? Me too. Me too. So Kibble actually came out with 2 mechanics today, which is awesome. Kibble's been great through this whole process, doing everything that they can. It ain't their fault. I don't really know whose fault it is, but it's definitely irritating. So that wiring harness, it was necessary, and it was too short because of the articulating tractor. So best we did is cut the factory harness and spliced in 6 wires about 8 feet long to get into the cab, to plug into the back of that box right there. Oh, there we go. It's talking. I think switching equipment, in your head would sound easy, but it's all the wiring and the computers and the screens and the mounting that we spend literally on a new tractor 2-3 days setting up, and then you just get to ram stuff in quick. We got it done in probably 2 hours, which is good, but not what I like to do in season. Okay, Chet, you can breathe now. We can breathe. That thing looks sweet as heck on that. Me thinking in my head, I don't know how well the articulation is going to work with the booms. I think it's going to get extremely violent, but we just have 500 acres here to do, so hopefully hopefully it will work good enough anyways. But as far as like full-time spraying with it, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. We will find out. Eric's just left. We got the diggers on standby because this product, like I was talking about in the last video, how it needs to be dug in within an hour of spraying. So diggers are going to be heading to the field shortly. Hopefully the sprayer and we have no kinks. Toby, leave the cats alone. And I'm bringing down the spray trailer here. Well, the old drone found its third tree in its lifetime. Managed to survive, but she went down pretty hard. I'd seen the tree branches ripping by, and I knew it was all over. And it was. Luckily, Randy seen it before he ran it over. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the drone footage. I am taking more time this spring because I have had more time being the seed tender and water tender guy to be able to shoot some more footage. I think the drone footage is awesome, so I'm doing my best to keep it out of the trees. Today, it's going like today would. So I am hanging around here to load him 210 acres roughly he's got to do, so 2 fills. So anyways, shortly he'll need to be refilled. I'll fill him up, I'll go to the farm. I kind of want to ride with him just to see how that machine handles it, just for, you know, the future. You never know. Maybe it's the greatest thing. In my mind, the articulation just seems like a major pain just after seeing it on the planter, how hard it is in the corners and stuff. And also the hitch moving, getting the booms to just rock terrible. But we'll see. I want to ride in there. Come on, Eric, hurry up. I want to ride. I want to ride. Duggo, he's in the Bobcat giving her, picking rocks. Both diggers are going. We pulled Tony. He's been hauling corn just to keep him busy and on the farm. So if we need him, which worked great today, we could pull him and pull him out of the truck, get him in a digger. I have a feeling I'm going to be in here quite a bit this summer. It's going to be hot. This trailer is always so hot. Pumping. What?
What?
Loud in there.
It is, I believe it.
You would lose your mind if you didn't have earplugs.
You know, Brody had the good idea that you and I talked about, but we're too lazy to ever do, and build little exhaust pipes to get that noise out of the trailer.
Ideally, we should buy a 3-inch pump instead of two 2-inch pumps in there, because it becomes this loud, harmonic. It rumbles your chest.
They're both fighting each other to get to your head.
It rumbles your chest.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna come ride with. I want to see this in action. Okay. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something about being up nice and high and.
Except for this corner post is right when you're ringing the field. That's right where I want to look. And the curve in the glass, it's like looking through a fishbowl.
So how do you like having a second monitor?
Oh, that's nice. That's coming out and going into that T-track if it ever works again.
So we wanted an extended monitor, couldn't get one, still can't get one. China is taking a while there to make the parts, I guess, so, or wherever they get them from.
Who knows? We'll never see it anyways.
So he's got his brake controller on one screen and then his GPS where he needs to be at on the other, and before he was always flipping between multiple screens.
Yeah, that and the auto boom one, which you don't have to look at very often. Every once in a while you just want to double check it's still on.
Okay, here we go. This is when it gets violent. Actually, that's very smooth.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
Oh, there's water out here still. This is the field that was out in the side-by-side. It's still water. Oh. It is very different than I thought. There's where I feel like the boom whip would happen. It wasn't so bad.
No.
I'm really impressed. Oh boy.
What? So then, I was gonna say the
AC
bumps.
working
The
here?
bumps. Why are you hot?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. The bumps really move those tanks. Is that what Doug looks at all year?
So the tanks are mounted to the track frame, so they sit and oscillate.
Yeah, and then it's as low as it goes. We're Antarctica. But then you drag the sprayer through some of the stuff I've gone through, and then booms just don't move. Like it's too steady, too smooth. I'd like to see a self-propelled go, because that has to hit the bumps and you know right away because it's part of the machine. But I don't know. Hard to know. Oh, look, we got some spam. No hablo.
I don't speak that English. He's found the mud. You know, you give a guy a bigger tractor and he'll just go through anything.
Glad we haven't washed it yet.
Yeah, the mud's really flying. Look at how deep you sunk her in.
Hold on. I do miss my single nozzle shutoff. Can you get that on this one too? I have that on
That Raven Hawkeye?
Oh, yeah.
You like that, huh?
It's pretty nice. It doesn't waste anything. Especially when you're doing that half pass at the end, but you're just far enough over that it wants to turn on like another 15 feet of this. Well, that ain't gonna work in edibles. You'll burn the crowd.
Yeah. All right, I did a couple of rounds with them. Seems to be working. You got to take your corners into your headlands a lot slower than a 2-track so that you don't aggressively whip the booms. I knew I was going to forget this when I hung it on there. Good thing I was riding with him, or it would be on the road somewhere. Alrighty, back to the farm, see what's next for me. Well, Eric just called and said, can you do me a favor? I have to get to town and get measured for my tux for a wedding. Can you bring Weston down here and take over for me? Yeah, I suppose. There it is. Am I qualified to run this?
Yeah, you should be good if you can handle that.
Well, did you see me do that donut?
I did. That's okay.
I just held her down, took that traction control off, and just hammered it.
I gotta go.
Because it ain't mine.
Thank you.
Thank you for abusing Weston. It's happening! I'm actually driving something. This, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging this. You can see so much better being up higher. I agree with Eric. and it's definitely rougher, definitely much rougher, but we are in untilled soil here, so it's gonna be rough no matter what. But I ran over a rock with my truck, and he's out here, Dad's out here in the skid loader, so I'm like, hey, I just hit one. Looks like he's be doing some digging. I was on the phone with him, he said, I think this is gonna be a challenge on this one. 25, 30 acres to do. I want more. Let's just get to have fun, get comfortable with it. Hold her up, head her back to the farm. This is the last black bean field that we have, and it sounds like we have a loaner tractor showing up, so that's maybe a good thing. I don't know for the other sprayer. We could use this one if the harnesses for the other sprayer are long enough, because I really don't want to go through that whole process again of cutting harnesses and making them longer. So hopefully, I'm not sure what tractor they're bringing out, but we'll find out, I guess. Well, speak of the devil, there he is. There's our loaner. All right, race you to the farm. Oh, this video couldn't get any better. It couldn't get any better. You know, I thought it was shaking awfully weird on the way home, and I'm like, you know what? That seems almost as if I'm losing another bogey wheel. And a matter of fact, it's gone. Half of it's gone. Why would you leave? Maybe because you're junk? Well, there's our loaner, 8285R, set up on 22-inch rows, so it ain't gonna follow our rows, but at this point I don't care anymore. Alrighty, let's see what this one's all about. It had a loader on, I guess they took it off, which I guess doesn't matter to me. I'm obviously not gonna use a loader. I really don't want one on there. This one's a bit older, so hopefully it don't have as many computer boards. How do you run this machine? Ooh, left-hand reverse. Been a while since I've ran a wheeled tractor, besides the yard tractors. Oh, the seat's deflating automatically. I remember that from the 8520. It drives! It drives! It actually drives! Well, we got the harnesses in here, the display in here, and obviously this is set up on 22-inch spacing, which we knew wasn't going to be a good thing. And we can't get our coverage map from a Gen 4 to a 2630. They're going to make a prescription to transfer that over, long story short. And Randy went and checked the field, and the corn is spiking, so he says, we can't run a tractor that won't follow our rows out there. It's going to kill it all wherever the tractor drives, which ain't wrong. So I think I've had it for the day, and we're going to address the situation in the morning and see what the morning brings. They're supposed to come back and work on that tomorrow again. So maybe with some luck that we have none of this year, it seems like, it'll start working magically. Anyways, guys, I hate to be negative, but it's just been the last 36 hours have been very challenging. But there's just no way around that. This has just been a disaster. No matter where we could look, it's just nothing will work. But thanks to Kibble for bringing it out, even if we can't use it. I'm thankful for that. They've been great dealer support, even though that the tractor they didn't build it. They just have to deal with the trouble. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the absolute misery and the drone footage. I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you in the next one.